do not envy your jobs. It's awfully difficult, but nonetheless, we have a lot of horsepower in the front row. So let me put my glasses on. This will be our first team from CEU Universidad San Paulo. Policy management from Facebook. Just a quick raise of hand. J.M. Berger. I'm sure many of you know this name. Author, analyst, consultant on extremism, fellow with the International Center for Counterterrorism at The Hague, and you've seen him on many, many, many cable television shows. J.M. Berger, an honor to have you. Adnan Kerifat, head of Global Security Ventures, GenNext Foundation, senior fellow, German Marshall Fund. Russell Porter, special coordinator, CBE, United States Agency for International Development, or known as USAID. Russell.
And these are my teammates, Brittany Gomot, Amina Nura, and Fatima Bashir. And we are Women Against Violent Extremism, WAVE. Nigeria was first conceived in the early 20th century by the British when they joined the Southern Protectorate, mostly made up of Christians, and the Northern Protectorate, were Muslims, together to form one Nigeria. In 1960, we achieved independence. However, you can see that there's a timeline of religious and ethnic violence between both sides of the country. However, nothing prepared us for 2009, the beginning of the reign of terror by Boko Haram, which has resulted in the loss of almost 50,000 lives, according to the Council of Foreign Relations. According to UNICEF, 1 million children who have been affected by the insurgency are in urgent need of education. From 2014 to the first quarter of 2017, 117 children have been deployed by Boko Haram to these suicide bombs. 80% of them are girls. Before we started our campaign, we conducted research. We had four focus group discussions, and we also had questionnaires. And we wanted to know, what social media platform do you use the most? And 42% of our female respondents said WhatsApp, and 15% with Facebook and Snapchat. A grand total of 73% of our female respondents also said, given the opportunity, they will challenge violent extremism in their communities. Now, with these findings, we sought to create a campaign that included, mobilized, and empowered women to challenge violent extremism, thus the birth of WAVE. Our core message, I am a believer too, clearly states that your beliefs and my beliefs are valid, whether Muslim or Christian or any other religious belief.
On the 14th of April 2014, Boko Haram broke into a government girls' secondary school in Chibok and abducted 276 girls. A few dozens of these girls escaped, and 25 of these girls are now enrolled in our foundation school program on scholarship. We are located at the northeastern part of Nigeria, at the epicenter of the Boko Haram insurgency. We have seen these girls. We know these girls, and I know these girls. I remember how timid and shy they were when they came into our university, that I have seen how much they have grown. A few of these girls are now in our undergraduate school program and are among the most committed and passionate students any university could ever have. Anytime I see these girls, I can't help but think that if they had not escaped, they would have most likely been Boko Haram forced brides or suicide bombers. With this, we came up with another hashtag, Schoolgirls No Suicide Bombers, to target the at-risk population.
Our first target audience is the at-risk population. As Abby said earlier, according to a recent UNICEF report, 117 children have been used in suicide attacks across all 4 countries in the Lake Chad Basin since 2014. More than 80% of them are girls. So we now decided to create the hashtag Schoolgirls Not Suicide Bombers to emphasize on 2 things: the increasing number of female suicide bombers in the Lake Chad Basin, and to also shine a light on the increasing number of out-of-school girls in northern Nigeria. One of the things we did was to reach out directly to the young girls that are at risk of being used as suicide bombers. As one of our first events, we organized a sensitization event for over 200 young girls that were Boko Haram, where we were accompanied by a security expert to talk to them on things to do to avoid being used as suicide bombers. We also visited some places that were formerly occupied by Boko Haram called Muni and Maiha, where we worked with the community-based organization to talk to them on things to do to avoid being used as suicide bombers by Boko Haram. Our message was not just to sensitize them of being used as suicide bombers, but to also give them confidence in themselves. I'll play a very short video on our first sensitization event.
I am important, I am somebody. 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 Good job.
We personally engaged 500 young girls for this campaign.
Our second target audience are the women. These are the silent majority. We also try to reach the civic-minded individuals. Now we created a video, a powerful video, for this target population in order to inspire them to join our Wave 100 Women initiative.
Again like who?
Again like me.
Like me.
Again like me. Again like me. Again like me.
Like me.
Wave 100 Women initiative is our call to action in this entire campaign. Using our research, we realized that WhatsApp was the most popular social media. We also, like my colleague earlier said, 73% of the women that we surveyed said that they are willing to do something about extremism if given the right tools. So we used WhatsApp as the mobilization structure to empower these women. Using this poster, we got 100 women to each create a group on WhatsApp whereby they each invite 100 other women they know to discuss issues affecting them. By achieving this, we were able to reach 10,000 women directly. Now these women that created their groups named the groups after the cities they all lived in. And before they created their groups, we actually trained them on how to run those groups. I'll tell you about Wave 100 Women Kano, one of the most vibrant groups actually. Wave 100 Women Kano, within 63 days, this group shared 3,759 messages. That's an average of 60 messages per day. Although these women share a virtual space, they actually go out to plan events. One group in particular went to a university and organized themselves, and that event attracted hundreds of women. Our campaign has definitely impacted the lives of these women. We've given them purpose, we've empowered them, and we've definitely given them the tool to change their communities. As one of the women who said, being part of the Wave 100 Women has given me the opportunity to stand up for women's rights. We just had to share Maryam Mohammed's story. Maryam Mohammed is a survivor. She actually reached out to us on Facebook saying she needed a purpose in her life. She's from Yobe State. Her secondary school was attacked by Boko Haram in 2014. And in that attack, she lost her brother amongst other students. Maryam Mohammed has not been back in school since then. She said something very important that touched me. She said, education is the power terrorists fear most. And I agree.
Our campaign has achieved remarkable success in a short period of time. We've been able to reach millions of households as a result of our media appearances. We appeared on Channels TV that has 25 million viewers in and outside Nigeria. We're also featured on GoTel TV that has 3 million viewers in northeastern Nigeria. Now, our campaign has garnered over 6 million impressions in total, and in Facebook alone, we have over 5.9 million impressions. During the course of our campaign, we created and deployed 3 powerful videos that have reached a total of 544,000 people and has been watched almost 150,000 times. Now we have over 33,000 Facebook likes, and our hashtag Schoolgirls Not Suicide Bombers has over 138,000 impressions on Twitter. After our campaign, we conducted an impact survey that said that the people who were exposed to our campaign were 9% more tolerant of people's religious beliefs, and people who were exposed to our campaign were 16% more willing to challenge violent extremism in their communities. As you can see in our budget, we've spent our money in strategy, advertising, and research. So what's the future for WAVE? WAVE already has a life of its own. We plan on having a WAVE 1000 Women where we can reach 1 million women to discuss other issues such as domestic violence, girl-child education, as well as female trafficking. We also hope to reach other regions such as the Lake Chad Basin and beyond. Thank you.